Hey, Rainbow here, and welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit different. I've been asked frequently about what kind of gear I wear. Not sure why it's relevant, but I think I know why, because I can kind of give a bit of a story about it and give my opinion because I put on so many miles. And maybe my opinion might help you. And again, it is just my opinion. I'm not selling anything here. I'm not sponsored by anyone. This is just my honest opinion. I was going to start from the ground up, but I figured let's start with the hands. All right. And the first thing, and I have done a video about these because I like them so much, and I've been through so many different types of pair, is just for your everyday summer riding, spring riding, very lightweight. And these are the Joe Rocket Supermoto gloves. I think that's what they're called. And anyway, there's going to be a video to look at. So these things are super lightweight. They are very comfortable. I wear XLs in all gloves, and they are just really comfortable. They have good knuckle protection. You know, they're not super good with, they have a little bit on the palm for sliding. You know, not probably the safest gloves, but they're very good quality gloves. And the three pair that I have are all lasting really well, and including the Velcro. For some reason, the Velcro on these lasts a lot longer than my Alpinestars gloves. I don't know what it is, but I have a ton of miles on these gloves, and I absolutely love them. When they get wet, they dry out quickly. Next thing, all right, these things right here, super lightweight, dying easy, a little pricey. I think they're about 120 bucks, and they're called, let me have to look at my notes, the Tempest D-Dry. Now, I got these for two reasons. Number one, these are my winter gloves. They seem to be thick enough and really warm enough. They're also, as you can see, the gauntlet gloves, so they come up nice and high. You can wrap them in and then wrap them in again around over the top. So I got these primarily because they were waterproof, but these are my winter gloves. And when you say, well, how cold does it get in Florida? I don't just ride in Florida. And I have taken these gloves out and wore them when it was 34 degrees out. And the only thing I could say is on the highway, I love wearing them. In the city, when you're constantly at the controls, they are a little bit on the bulky side. So when you have to touch buttons on maybe your Cardo or Senna or whatever you use, the manual dexterity isn't the best, but they are very dry, extremely lightweight, have pretty decent protection, and again, about 120 bucks. These are from Dainese, and these are the Tempest D-Dry. I have to look at notes because I can't memorize this stuff, and I bought some of this stuff so long ago. Anyway, I really like these. Now, track. Alpinestars, GP Pros. I got these on sale. I don't even know how much they are. These are the newest generation of these Alpinestars GP Pros. I really like them. I think they're a bit difficult to kind of break in. You really have to have like maybe a really hot day that you're just constantly on the bike for hours. I would just ride around with them in general. A lot of good protection on them. Really good protection here between the ring finger and the pinky, where they kind of keep things together. Of course, really good with the sliding. The gauntlet part has a lot of protection for sliding, and like most good gloves with the gauntlet style, you could cinch it down around your wrist and then secure over the top of your suit. So these are the three types of gloves that I have. Now, I have other of these summer gloves, but they're one of the Alpinestars that are similar to these. They're great. I know a lot of people who wear them, but they just don't seem to last as long as these. Again, I had a little review on these things. Again, not sponsored by anyone. So these are the gloves. These are the three gloves that I like. No problems with them. Let's move on to some more stuff. All right, next, let's talk about boots. Now, I'm going to preface this with a caution. The boots that I wear the majority of the time, because I ride my motorcycle to work, are not motorcycle boots. They are not designed as motorcycle boots. I buy these boots because I can put a nice shine on them and they pass for decent looking work boots, work shoes for me. And they are waterproof and they're relatively inexpensive, or used to be relatively inexpensive. And these things right here. These are the Smith & Wesson, right? And they're called the Breech 2.0 waterproof boots. And here's what I love about these. Right here, this zipper. Easy on, easy off. Once you set up the laces the first time, you are done. Now, I have two pair of these boots. I have this pair that I pretty much wear to and from work, and as you can see, I keep a little bit of a nice shine so that they look presentable, because often I have to wear a button-down shirt at work. And I also have a pair that is more the brown suede, more of the desert type boot. You know, they're kind of military looking. I love them both. They both work really well. They work well in the rain as long as you don't have water going in over the top. The price has gone up again. I paid like 85 bucks for these for each set. Now they're about $110. All right. Downside to these, I do put a lot of time on them, is that when the bottom starts to wear out, it literally opens up to the inside. It's almost like some of these cleats here are actually hollow, because as some of them started to wear out, I have these holes in here, and I'll show you. You're going to see more of a close-up here. But that's only on this pair because I wear this pair to work frequently, and really not affected by the shifter. I mean, these are just regular boots. So these are one of the first types of boots that I wear the most. Again, they are not motorcycle boots. They're not designed for motorcycle, but I don't wear sneakers, I don't wear shoes, I don't wear flip-flops on a motorcycle. At least if I'm gonna have boots, at least I'm gonna wear boots. All right, next with boots, these are the boots that are designed for riding a motorcycle. And I bought these specifically not just for protection, but also because they are waterproof. Because I put so many miles on motorcycles, and I live in South Florida, and in the summertime I am guaranteed to drive through rain at some point, my feet staying dry, it's important to me. So I bought these, which are actually relatively more comfortable than they look. And these are, I gotta look at the cheat sheet, the TCX AirTech EVO Gore-Tex boots. All right, so these are TCX. Not a brand that I'm super familiar with, but they are good boots here. They are Italian boots, very, very comfortable. They have Gore-Tex, and they're easy to put on, easy to put off. There's a zipper, there's some protection here, and one heck of a big chunk of Velcro there to keep everything in. So these I will wear when I know for a fact I'm going to be in the rain, or I'm going to be on maybe a really long trip where they have the chance of going in. These are pretty much like travel boots for me. Right here. Oh, about 270 bucks for these puppies. A little on the pricey side, but they offer some really good protection on here and are specifically designed for riding on a motorcycle. Let's continue. The leathers I have are Dainese. I wanted kind of a match set for the most part, but I was also looking for some really comfortable boots that would work really well with the Dainese suit, and these boots go under the suit. And it actually works really well because there's Velcro on the front of the suit and it taps right in to these boots. So these are the Dainese Axial D1s. Very comfortable. Good track boots. Pretty easy to break in. They have some removable, replaceable metal here for sliding, as you can see. I don't know if you can even see, but anyway, I got some scarring here from scraping, so you don't have to worry about just wrecking your boot. You can buy extra one of these toe protectors, and yeah, they're all scuffed up on both sides from scraping with the pegs. So these are great boots. I really like them. They have the Velcro piece in front where it attaches. They work extremely well with Dainese suits. You cinch them up. It has a ton of protection because these are really more of a high quality race boot. Don't ask me how much they cost. I don't remember, and quite honestly, you can probably look up the Axial D ones, or some of you guys already know what they cost. I'm kind of trying to blank some of these purchases out of my mind so I don't feel so bad. Anyway, Dainese Axial D1s right here. It's jacket time, and this particular jacket I've had for a couple of years now. It's a Reax, and I think it's called the Alta. Right here, it has padding actually in the shoulders. It has it on the forearms, not on the elbows, but it is a fully vented jacket, and that's what I really like about this a lot. It has some inside pockets that you can put some things, but they might fall out. One of the things I like about this jacket is that it zips down, so it's hard for something to work its way up. The other thing I like is that on my left side, it comes built in so you can attach your keys so your keys just don't go flying. For those who have keyless, if you're, or maybe your house keys, you have a place to keep them where they're not going to go flying out, or whatever else you want to attach to it. Now, this, because it's black, is hot. But once you're up and running, this is heavily ventilated. One change that I did make is I went and I did purchase a better backplate here from Alpinestars. I bought one of the better ones, the BBP8, this particular one, because I want to protect my spine as best as I can. So this is the only change that I made. This fits right in here. So the one that came with it was the lowest level, you know, that comes with the product. But buying this, honestly, it works extremely well. It fits comfortable, and it's very, let's just say it is very cool in the summer, other than the fact that I wish I had like a much brighter or lighter color so that it wouldn't absorb the sun as much. But with that being said, once you're moving, it's fantastic. When you're in traffic, I don't care what you're wearing, it's going to be hot in traffic when you're in stop and go. So on the road, tons of ventilation. Ventilation just flies through this thing. And I forgot to mention, I don't have it out here, it actually comes with a liner. So if you're going to be going through some rain, and I've done this, and it actually works really well, there's a liner that zips in here. It's kind of like just a regular like rubber liner that just zips in, puts around, and it'll keep your core nice and dry. The other thing that I've used that for was when it was going to be cold out, and I brought I had this jacket, and I always keep the liner with me. It got cold at night, me coming back from Daytona Beach. It was very, very cold, and I put the liner on, and it helped significantly because this thing is just like a big open vent. All right, Reax, and I think I got this one from the local Cycle Gear up in West Palm Beach. But this, which, oh, nice and soft, but not soft with a hard impact. So this is some great stuff. Okay, on to the next jacket. All right, my other jacket, because I only have two, all right? This is the Alpinestars Andes V2 jacket. It has the Dry-Star system in it. This, hands down, favorite jacket ever. Absolutely love this thing. Now, it's a little bit on the bulky side, and when you add, and it doesn't have it, when you add the liner, not a liner for rain, but literally an insulation liner, it's quite bulky, but it keeps you warm, and it's also waterproof-ish, as much as they can be, with the Alpinestars system called the Dry-Star. Love this jacket. It comes with a decent amount of padding, but one of the things I do is that back plate that you saw that I purchased, I switched the back plate back and forth between different jackets, it depends upon which one I'm wearing. Now this one, I'm going to call it my winter jacket, my colder weather jacket. Can't really wear it in the summertime. It's just too big and bulky and hot. But normally, this is a great jacket. Now, there are plenty of places here on this jacket where you can open up and get venting. All right, there's a lot of that. There's places you can put storage in the back, behind your back. There's vents on the front and vents on the back. Here's on your back, behind the shoulder, so that you can have airflow going all the way through. But the quality and the feel and the comfort of this jacket is fantastic. I really wish I can wear this thing year-round. It did me really well with the liner when it was 34 degrees Fahrenheit out, which is what, 1 or 2 degrees Celsius probably. Had no problems with it at all. Of course, I had the heated grips on, which helps tremendously. Heated seat, don't really need it. But this jacket, this Alpinestars, whatever I called, Andes V2, absolutely fantastic jacket. It actually looks good. There's places to cinch this up around your ribs so that you can tighten it up to keep airflow from coming up. There's a drawstring. I mean, this is a really good jacket. I enjoy this jacket. I just wish that if I lived in a cooler climate, I would wear this a lot more often. Lots of bells and whistles. Check these jackets out. So this is what I wear when it's cool out. Okay, let's talk pants. I've already done a few videos about these jeans. These are the Scorpion Covert EXO jeans. This is the black pair that I have. I primarily wear a blue jean looking pair. They actually are very comfortable for the most part. Look up at the description, or up above here, there's a video about the problems that I have with these jeans, and that it's inconsistent with how much they scratch up your legs. Very well made, really no issues. Have all the Kevlar in there for protection, for sliding, which is really what it's designed. The outside is going to shred, but you should be at least in slightly better condition. A place to put knee pads in and hip pads in here. Would I recommend these? No, because they're just inconsistent. I think I wore these maybe 3 or 4 times because they just scratched the hell out of my legs. Maybe in the wintertime, if I put long thermal underwear on, then it'll help protect me a little bit better. But as far as the rest of the time, one pair that I have is fantastic, and it was a pair that they sent me a new one. Because they're, let me back this up. The customer service, again, watch the video, but the customer service for Scorpion is excellent. And I did a return and I got a new pair of jeans, and they fit and they feel fantastic. Then I said, well, they must have fixed the problem they had with everything scratching your knees with the way things are sewn in there. And I ordered a pair of these and I got them, and they're just as bad. I keep washing them thinking I'm going to soften it up, but it's just the way that they were sewn on the inside is really what the defect is. All right, on to my final pair of riding pants. All right, now the pair of pants that I wear a lot. Every major trip I go on, I wear these pants, and in the wintertime, I will definitely wear them more often because they, again, have thermals that attach in here, and they are extremely warm. And these are kind of a match set, except it's a different color. I don't know why I wasn't thinking. I got a nice blue jacket, but here I just went with black. So these are the Alpinestars Andes V2 pants. Absolutely love these pants. They fit extremely well. They come with, of course, your suspenders. They have a spot in here to open up if it gets cold or gets too hot, where you can start ventilating here. You can open up vents on these. They fit very comfortable. They wrap around. They Velcro at the bottom to hold them in so they're not flapping around, and the Velcro holds really well. There's room for padding in here. There's spots. It comes with some knee pads in it. It doesn't come with anything over here on the hips or anything like that, but it has some basic knee pads on them to kind of help. These are also waterproof because they are the Dry Star system with Alpinestars. I really love these pants, and I really like these pants. And I will probably get the next generation when these things wear out or something happens to them. I really like these pants a lot. And you can, even because they're waterproof, again, dry star system waterproof, that doesn't mean that you can, you know, scuba dive with them, but even the pockets are protected. They zip up instead of down, which I would prefer when you close things to zip down so that it's harder for something to work its way up than gravity to pull it down. But they have really good zippers, and I've never had an issue with it. The pockets aren't all that big, but they do have a little area here for some cargo on the sides if you want. But I'd rather have stuff, you know, in where I can just reach in and grab it versus having to flip stuff up. Great pants, Andy's V2 from Alpinestars. These have a lot of wear on them. Every major road trip, these go with me. Really like these pants a lot. Nothing bad to say about them. And of course, the helmet. And I have two of these. You've probably heard me on my recent vlog with a little bit of a complaint, but this is the Agv K-6 Helmet. Very comfortable. I bought this because it was extremely lightweight. I have two of them. They're in the $500–600 range depending upon which color you get. I have a black one which is less expensive than this one. I do like their visors. I like the way they are in. It's set up for the pin lock system on the inside. You can get mounts for your GoPro that custom fit for this. The Cardo system fits right in. It's easy to install. You can pop out the inside and wash it and let it dry and put it back in, which I highly recommend because these things get nasty. This one doesn't get as much time as my black one, but in the summertime, for obvious reasons with reflecting heat, this one gets a little bit more use in the summer. Now, the downside to this Agv K-6 helmet is that it is not quiet. It's well ventilated, which may add to the problem, but it is not a quiet helmet. So it's giving me a problem with some of my vlogs when I get up to a little bit of a faster speed. You can really hear the wind, and I can't find any way to get rid of it other than to keep raising up my windscreen. And sometimes I need to keep my windscreen down because I need the airflow because I am in South Florida. So again, Agv K-6, super lightweight. I have some neck issues, and this is just really one of the lightest helmets that you can buy. And it's comfortable, and it's an Agv. I do love the helmet, other than for vlogging, it's just a little too loud. So that, folks, that's it. I am not peddling any of this stuff. I'm just saying this has been my experience with it. I'm not selling it. I'm not on the payroll. There will be some links to some of this stuff so that you can check them out on Amazon. If you happen to click on one of these Amazon links below and actually make a purchase through the link, it's the same price no matter how you do it. I may get a small little part of that from Amazon because I am an Amazon affiliate. I've actually been for years, which had nothing to do with motorcycles. So that is a full disclosure. It is possible, but when I tell you I get a check sometimes for nothing, or I've $12 for 2 months. I'm serious. But anyway, there will be links for your convenience below. Most of them through Amazon, some of them through Revzilla. I make nothing from Revzilla. If I give you a Revzilla link, or you just search for stuff yourself. Anyway, please like, please subscribe. I hope that this was educational and you got my opinion of an everyday guy just like you who's out there riding a lot. Take care.